Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry. Bạn cổ phiếu chú gì à? How about the others? He should be Panjuas. Bạn cổ phiếu. Do we have to start workbook or course book?
Can you say again?
Which one? Did I give you homework?
Yes. You didn't give.
Oh, yes, please. So,
Because we have like listening.
oh yes, and we had listening lesson yesterday.
We finished session one on session.
Mm. 3 are here. Good, we have there.
No, five.
Hmm?
Five are here. Five.
Including me. Oh yes, 6. Yeah, they have arrived. Oh, okay. Let's start now. We were doing listening, right? Everybody. Good
Yes, teacher.
afternoon. All right. Let's start now. Session 1 is finished. You have already looked at the map, and also you have already read the information about China's treasure fleet. And session 1 is finished. I want to check how much you remember. Those who are late, Page number, course book, page number 33. Listening. All right. Who was Chudi? I go Pyo, who was Chudi?
Chudi is the third emperor of Ming
Ming Dynasty.
Dynasty. Yeah.
Minute. What was a junk?
Pardon?
I'm asking you for number 2. What kind of ship was a junk? Were you here yesterday? You know what we are doing? We are doing listening, page 33, session 1. I'm reviewing a little bit because
Yeah.
I want to continue session 2. So in session 2, in session 1, number 2, what kind of ship was a jack?
I don't remember.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Wait, I will ask someone else. Ben, can you tell me? I want you to write it down so that you can remember and you can review.
Gigantic.
Yeah, a gigantic ship, right? A jang was a gigantic ship, yes. And let's go to number 3. What was it like on board a jang? What was it like? Key. Is Key here? Not yet. Sophie. Not yet. Hosea. You should attend the class regularly. How much do you remember what we did yesterday? What was it like on board a jack? Thank you, Zane. I'll can John. You can get u.
Track 8.
Fine, go pure.
1.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, can you tell me for number 3, what was it like on board a jack? How much you remember? Can you tell me?
Full mark, 9 sail, 200 sailors,
Yes.
and some roof.
Huh? The last one, say again.
Like some room, window,
There are some rooms for.
and next one is luxurious cabin.
Luxurious cabin.
Oh, luxurious.
Yeah, luxurious cabins for some passengers. Yes. Let's go to number 4. Why did Chodi want a fleet of jets?
Yeah. Trade goods.
For trading goods.
For trading goods and get all pirate.
Yes. For trading goods, get rid of pirate.
In 1402, Chu Di.
Okay. Listen to.
The third emperor in the Ming dynasty, came to power in China.
By the way, can you hear clearly?
Yes.
Okay.
It was very important, and he wanted everyone to know it. So he decided to build a treasure fleet of junks. Yes, junks. They were gigantic ships with 4 masts and 9 sails. Each one carried more than 200 sailors. There was plenty of room for the large crew, and there were luxurious cabins with windows and balconies for important passengers. The emperor wanted to trade goods such as porcelain and silk, and he wanted to get rid of the pirates, the dangerous pirates who sailed the South China Sea. The ships were built in dry dock at Longjiang on the northeast coast of China.
2.
But who would be in charge of this great fleet of ships? The emperor chose Zhong Ha. Zhong Ha had been taken prisoner at the age of 10 and sent to work in the army, so he was tough. He served the emperor well. He became one of the most powerful and respected men at the emperor's court, which is why the emperor chose him to become admiral of the fleet. He'd get rid of those pirates. By the autumn of 1405, everything was ready, and the fleet sailed from Nanjing Harbour down the Yangtze River and into the East China Sea.
3.
So where did they go to first? They sailed 650 kilometers down the coast. They waited at Taiping for favorable monsoon winds to take them over the South China Sea to Champa.
4.
Cabins with windows and balconies for important passengers. The emperor wanted to trade goods such as porcelain and silk, and he wanted to get rid of the pirates, the dangerous pirates who sailed the South China Sea. The ships were built in dry dock at Longjiang on the northeast coast of China.
2.
Section 2. There are 2 questions. Number 5. What do we know about John He's early life? You need to write about the early life of John He. And next, what did the empire ask John He to do and why? What did the empire ask?
But who would be in charge of this great fleet of ships? The emperor chose Zhong Ha. Zhong Ha had been
Zhong Ha.
taken prisoner at the age of 10 and sent to work in the army, so he was tough. He served the emperor well. He became one of the most powerful and respected men at the emperor's court, which is why the emperor chose him to become admiral of the fleet. He'd get rid of those pirates. By the autumn of 1405, everything was ready, and the fleet sailed from Nanjing Harbour down the Yangtze River and into the East China Sea.
2.
This time I
But
will
who would
check.
be in charge of this great fleet of ships? The emperor chose Zhong Ha. Zhong Ha had been taken prisoner at the age of 10.
So, what do we know about John He?
He was taken to the prison at the age of 10.
And he
He
is
had been taken to prison at the age of 10. Right? He had been taken into the prison when he was 10. That is 1 point. So he had been in prison when he was young. He had been taken to the prison when he was 10.
And sent to work in the army. So
And second point,
Sent to work in army.
to the army, right? Sent to the army. Then he was sent to the,
he was tough.
so he was
Tough.
tough. Tough. Tough. It means rough. He was tough. He was rough.
He served the emperor well. He became one of the
And also, another point,
He served the
He served
emperor well.
well. Hey, what's wrong with the others? Why don't you say? I think I need to go one by one. He served the empire well.
most powerful and respected men at the emperor's court, which is
Number 6, that is the answer for number 6. What did the empire ask John He to do and why? Because he served the empire well. And another key point,
taken prisoner at the age of 10 and sent to work in the army, so he was tough. He served the emperor well.
that is for number
He
6.
became one of the most powerful and respected men at the emperor's court.
Another point is that, hello? Michael, what did you hear?
I don't get.
Huh? Ben, what did you hear? How about Ki? Ông Khánh Chỗ? Minadi?
He became the most respected person.
Respected man. He became the most respected man, correct? Respect. Do you know respect?
Yeah,
People respect him. Okay. The most respected man where?
in the empire.
In the most powerful court.
Court.
C-O-U-R-T court. What is court?
Court is people will make judgment.
Yes. Where lawyers and judges work, right? And there is a trial, so it is court. Yeah. So that is why he was chosen. There are two reasons. The first one is that he served the empire, right? He served the empire. Another reason, he became the most respected man in the powerful court. In the powerful court. That is the second reason. That is for session 2. Can you follow the rest? Why are you too silent?
Which is why the emperor chose him to become admiral of the fleet. He'd get rid of those pirates. By the autumn of 1405, everything... He'd get rid of those pirates and respected men at the emperor's court, which is why the emperor chose him to become admiral of the fleet. He'd get rid of those pirates. By the autumn of 1405, everything was ready, and the fleet sailed from Nanjing Harbor down the Yangtze River and into the East China Sea.
Number 7. Now I'm focusing on number 7. Which sea did they cross from Taiping to Champa?
And respected men at the emperor's court, which is why the emperor chose him to become admiral of the fleet. He'd get rid of those pirates. By the autumn of 1405, everything was ready, and the fleet sailed from Nanjing Harbor down the Yangtze River and into the East China Sea.
Okay.
3.
So where did they go to first? They sailed 650 kilometers down the coast. They waited at Taiping for favorable monsoon winds to take them over the South China Sea to Champa.
So, number 7, ông Khánh Chỗ. Chỗ gì à Chỗ?
South China.
South China Sea, right? South China Sea. They crossed South China Sea. They crossed South China Sea. Okay, next. Let's go to section 4. What did the Chinese fleet sell to the people in Champa? And number 9, what did the poor of Champa give in return?
4.
When the fleet arrived in Champa, in modern-day South Vietnam, porcelain and silk were sold to the people there. Zheng Ha took these gifts of beautiful wood and ivory that the people in Champa had given him.
5.
From Champa, Zheng Ha sailed south to the island of Java, where he traded more porcelain and silk for spices and copper.
Okay.
Six.
So far.
Okay, wait.
So where did they go to first? They sailed 650 kilometers down the coast. They waited at Taiping for favorable monsoon winds to take them over the South China Sea to Champa.
4.
When the fleet arrived in Champa, in modern-day South Vietnam, porcelain and silk were sold to the people there.
Choti Hate. Number 8. Ski, what did you hear? What did the Chinese fleet sell? Pen? Oh yeah, okay. Ski, say quickly.
I didn't hear you, teacher.
Hmm? How many times do I have to repeat?
Zhong Ha took back to the Chinese emperor gifts of beautiful wood and ivory that the people in Champa had given him.
5.
King Harbour, down the Yangtze River and into the East China Sea.
3.
So where did they go to first? It arrived in Champa, in modern-day South Vietnam. Porcelain and silk were sold to the people there.
Okay. So, Anh Cô Phiêu?
The porcelain and silk.
Yeah, porcelain and silk. Number 8 is porcelain and silk.
Zhong Ha took back to the Chinese emperor gifts of beautiful wood and ivory that the people in Champa had given him.
Then, in return, the people of Champa give in return.
Mali. Mali. Kazu, Kazu.
Then,
Yeah, I get one beautiful.
yes, it is correct. Wait, Anh Cô Phiêu, wait, I'm asking the others whether they remember, they understand or not. Choti Hate. It has been many times. You need to pay attention.
Teacher, did you share in the file? I didn't hear that for the
Huh?
why.
Excuse me, can you hear?
No.
I have shared the computer. Yeah,
Okay, teacher, I will drive back, teacher.
yeah.
I think my
Your
laptop error.
connection. Yeah.
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 Chinese emperor gifts of beautiful wood and ivory that the people in China.
So who can say?
Beautiful wood and ivory.
Yes, beautiful wood. W-O-O-D. Wood.
Wood.
Beautiful wood and ivory. I-V-O-R-Y. Ivory. I-V-O-R-Y. Ivory. Beautiful wood and ivory.
Champa had given him.
Okay, section 5.
5.
From Champa, Zhong Ha.
Number 5, number 10. To which island did I'm doing section 5, everyone. Number 10 and 11. Number 10. To which island did John Har sail from Champa? You must catch the name of the island. Number 11. What was traded there? What was traded there, right? 2 things.
Sailed south to the island of Java, where he traded more. It arrived in Champa, in modern-day South Vietnam. Porcelain and silk were sold to the people there.
Section 5.
Zhong Ha took back to the Chinese emperor gifts of beautiful wood and ivory that the people in Champa had given him.
It is 9.
5.
5. Section.
From Champa, Zhong Ha sailed south to the island of Java, where he traded more porcelain and silk for spices and copper.
6.
That's all. Second time and I will ask.
Chinese emperor gifts of beautiful wood and ivory that the people in Champa had given him.
5.
Section 5.
From Champa, Zheng He sailed south to the island of Java, where he
So, Zheng He sailed
to the south of the Java.
island of Java. Island of Java. Java, Java. Okay, the island of Java. That is for number 10 answer.
traded more porcelain and silk for spices and copper.
So, and number 6.
6.
Sorry, number 11. What was traded there? What did you hear?
Papa.
And
Copper,
Spicy.
spices,
Spices.
SPICES, spices, copper, anything else?
porcelain and silks again.
Porcelain and silk. Correct. Porcelain and silk. So altogether 4, right? Porcelain, silk, spices, copper. Okay, that is the answer for 11. Okay, let's go to section 6, everybody. 12, only 12. How did Zheng He's ships find their way across the ocean to Ceylon? How? The question is how?
So far, the fleet had followed the line of the coast or only made short journeys over open sea. But now they had to cross the ocean to Ceylon, modern-day Sri Lanka. How did they find their way when they couldn't see land? They used a magnetic compass. The compass had been invented in China over 1,000 years before, in about 200 BCE. Across the ocean to Ceylon, modern-day Sri Lanka. How did they find their way when they couldn't see land? They used a magnetic compass.
So number 12, how did Zheng He's ships find their way across the ocean to Ceylon? And this time, number 12 answer.
Magnetic compass.
Magnetic compass. They used magnetic compass, right? MAGNETIC COMPASS. Magnetic compass. Okay. Now I will go to section 7, 13, 14. Read the questions carefully. 13. Why didn't the Chinese fleet stay long in Ceylon? It means Sri Lanka. And number 14. What was the fleet's final destination? Do you know final destination? Destination, the place where you would like to get. That is called destination. Okay, check. 13, 14 answer.
The compass had been invented in China over 1,000 years before, in about 200 BCE.
7.
They reached Ceylon, but the king of Ceylon was not pleased to see them. So they didn't stay there long, where they weren't welcome. They continued up the west coast of India to Calicut, their final destination.
Second time.
Had followed the line of the coast or only made short journeys over open sea. But now they had to cross the ocean to Ceylon, modern-day Sri Lanka. How did they find their way when they couldn't see land? They used a magnetic compass. The compass had been invented in China over 1,000.
7.
They reached Ceylon, but the king of Ceylon was not pleased to see them.
Is Sophie here?
Yes,
13. Why didn't the Chinese fleet stay long in Ceylon? Why didn't the Chinese fleet stay?
because the king of Ceylon didn't
Wasn't pleased?
wasn't pleased to see them.
Wasn't happy, wasn't pleased. Yeah, the king of Ceylon wasn't pleased to see them. How about 14? That is for 13, right? Because the king of Ceylon wasn't pleased to see them. 14.
So they didn't stay there long, where they weren't welcome. They continued up the west coast of India to Calicut.
Nadi, Minadi. What was the fleet's final destination?
India.
Make it specific. India is correct in general. Who wants to say the answer? The exact answer?
Calicut.
Calicut. Yeah, that is the name of the place. Calicut, correct. Calicut. And which part of India? Everybody?
West
West Coast. WEST COAST. West Coast of India. The name of the place is Calicut. CALICUT. Pankopyo, you are practicing regularly, so your listening is improving. You could catch some.
Their final destination.
8.
They stayed in Calicut.
Okay, let's go to session 8. Focus on 2 questions. 15. How long did the fleet stay in India? 16. What did they trade there? What did they trade there? I want
For
2
several
questions.
months, trading their goods for jewels, copper, and pepper. Then in
7.
they reached Calicut, their final destination.
8.
They stayed in Calicut for several months, trading their goods.
How long did the fleet stay in India?
7 months.
7 months.
Yes, actually not 7. Several.
Several.
SEVERAL. Several. It means some months. Not 7. Several months. Some months. A few months. It means several months.
For jewels, copper, and pepper. They stayed in Calicut for several months, trading their goods for jewels, copper, and pepper.
What did they trade there?
Jewel.
Jewels. Yes, correct.
Copper and pepper.
Copper and pepper. JEWELS, jewels. You must be able to spell it. Copper, pepper. PEPPER, pepper. Okay. Let's go to session 9. Excuse me, mute. Session 9. What happened in the Straits of Malacca? What happened? Okay, listen.
Then in April 1407, Zheng Ha set sail for home. The emperor would be very pleased to see him again.
9.
Passing through the Straits of Malacca, the fleet fought the pirates. They were the ones who attacked and robbed ships in the area. Remember them? Over several months, Zheng Ha captured the pirate leaders and sank most of their ships.
10.
For home, trading their goods for jewels, copper, and pepper. Then in April 1407, Zheng Ha set sail for home. The emperor would be very pleased to see him again.
9.
Passing through the Straits of Malacca, the fleet fought the pirates.
So what happened in the Straits of Malacca? အောင်ခန့်ကျော် What's wrong with အောင်ခန့်ကျော်
I didn't get it.
Huh? Okay. ယုံခင်ခင်ဦး
Yes. The fleet or pirates.
Yeah, the fleet fought the pirates. That is the main idea. The fleet fought the pirates. FOUGHT. That is the answer for session 9. Now I will go to session 10. Everybody trying to understand the questions from 18 and 19. What happened as the fleet was sailing back across the South China Sea? 19. Why did the sailors think that Saint Elmo's fire was a miracle? 2 questions. The first one, what happened? 19. Why did the sailors think that Saint Elmo's fire was a miracle? Only the main answer.
They were the ones who attacked and robbed ships in the area. Remember them? Over several months, Zheng Ha captured the pirate leaders and sank most of their ships.
10.
But there was another problem waiting for Zheng Ha. As the fleet was sailing back across the South China Sea, there was a terrible storm. Suddenly, a strange light appeared in the sky, and the storm soon passed. Zheng Ha and his sailors couldn't believe their eyes. They thought it was a miracle. In fact, the light was St. Elmo's fire, which scientists now know is caused by electricity.
11,
Okay,
Pirate
second time.
leaders and sank most of their ships.
10,
But there was another problem waiting for Zheng Ha. As the fleet was sailing back across the South China Sea, there was a terrible storm.
Fine, Gopshu. What happened?
Terrible strong.
There was a terrible
Terrible
storm.
storm.
There was a terrible storm. That is for 18. What happened? There was a terrible storm.
Suddenly, a strange light appeared in the sky, and the storm soon
Hey,
passed.
mute.
Zheng Ha and his sailors couldn't believe their eyes. They thought it was a miracle. In fact, the light was St. Elmo's fire, which scientists now know is caused by electricity.
10, 19. Why did the sailors think that St. Elmo's fire was a miracle?
Because electricity scientists.
That is nowadays it. I mean, the question says, why did the sailors think was a miracle? Why? Who wants to say? Minity?
Because after that light, because after the light happened, the storm passed by.
After a strange light in the sky, the storm soon passed. After a strong light in the sky, the storm soon passed. The storm soon passed. That is why it was a miracle. You must be able to catch the main answer. Okay.
11,
Zheng Ha had been away for almost
11. Was the empire pleased with the expedition? How do you know? 21. What did the fleet bring back from the east coast of Africa?
2 years when he finally brought his ship safely home to Nanjiang. The voyage had been a great success. The emperor was so pleased that over the next 26 years, he sent his treasure fleet on 5 more expeditions. One of them was to the east coast of Africa, from where the fleet brought back a giraffe as a present for the emperor. No one had ever seen this strange, gentle animal in China before. The emperor was absolutely delighted. When he finally brought his ship safe, Zheng Ha had been away for almost 2 years when he finally brought his ship safely home to Nanjiang. The voyage had been a great success. The emperor was so pleased that over the next 26 years, he sent his treasure fleet on 5 more expeditions.
Number 20. Chodihate. Was the empire pleased with the expedition? How do you know?
5 more expeditions.
Send more expeditions, correct? And also the first question say yes or no. Yes or no. The first question is yes, no question. Was the was the emperor pleased with the expedition? How will you answer? Yes or no?
I think yes.
Yes, of course. Because you know, there are some words like very pleased, blah blah blah. So yes, it means yes. Number 20 is yes, because he sent more expedition and it was a great success. You could say like the voyage was a great success. Voyage means travel by ship.
One of them was to the east coast of Africa, from where the fleet brought back a giraffe as a...
What did the fleet bring back from the east coast of Africa.
Giraffe.
Mindy.
Giraffe.
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 Yeah, giraffe. Greenbird. How to spell giraffe?
Giraffe.
GIR.
Yeah, giraffes. Giffe. Okay, I think it is enough for listening. Listening is concerned with practice. The more you practice, the more you can be improved. Those who attend the class regularly can catch the answer now after a few days. So you should attend the class regularly because listening will be included in the exam. 4 skills will be asked. 3 skills. Of course, speaking is through the lessons. I will accept your English. Okay, the next point is this one. Should we continue to explore space? These days, through the news, you know that, space exploration is being carried out. So do you think space exploration should be done? Some rich countries, they want to colonize in the space. So they are trying to explore new places in the space event. So should we do it or not? Instead of doing space exploration, it is so expensive, as you know, right? And we have to spend a lot of money on space exploration. Is it what to spend money on space exploration? Instead of spending money on space exploration, in which area should the money be spent on? What do you think? What do you think?
In my opinion, instead of using
A lot of money?
instead of using a lot of money in the space stuff, we should spend more money on like environmental things. For example, right now the global warming is the most important
Issue.
issue or problem right now. So we should consider it on that kind of things. We shouldn't be searching another earth to live in. We should make our earth better and more convenient to live in.
Good idea. Correct. Anyone else? About space exploration? Anyone else? Any different ideas? So according to Maynard, it means that it shouldn't be done, right? It shouldn't be carried out. Instead, money should be spent on facing the environmental issues. This is also correct. Okay, here in spoken language, you can use though to mean however. So here, read.
Okay. It's interesting to know. You can use
in spoken
thoughts.
language. Though.
You can use though to mean however. It's interesting to know what they like.
Though.
Those.
What they like though. Wait. Everybody, though means however. You should know the meaning of though. Though, however, right? We can use though in speaking, and though can be used at the end. Okay, the second point. Read. Read.
You can use as well to mean the same as, also, or to.
As well means also to. As well means also to. For example, read.
Space station could help us to explore other planets as well.
So here, as well. Read both expressions.
Both expressions usually go at the end of a clause or sentence.
Everybody underline. Here, first you must underline however and though the same. But though is though can be used at the end of the sentence. Here, comma, though, right? And another point is as well. As well means also too. You know the meaning of also and too. But as well is used at the end of the sentence. That is the point. All right. Concerning about space exploration, I want you to prepare for the page, right? But you need to collect some points at home. You need to collect some ideas using some websites. The topic is should space exploration be carried out? Carried out means done, right? Carried out or not? That is the question. So to be able to debate with your opponent group, you need to prepare some ideas. You need to read some websites in your notebook. You need to write down some good points and bad points of space exploration. It is a debatable issue. It is a controversial issue. So there are some positive points as well as negative points. So you need to find out some pros as well as cons, so that so that you can debate. All right, trying to understand this issue, and you need to collect some good points and bad points in your notebook.
Yeah, one by one.
I'm thinking. Actually, I would like to do the debate. You know, I will make two groups, and you have to. How should I say? You have to debate each other. So the more you prepare, the more you can participate. So it is more like, it is also group work as well as individual. You are supposed to prepare. If somebody, you should read for both. And when I let you do, I will divide two groups, and two groups must debate each other. All you need to do is you need to collect some points for positive as well as negative. So read some websites for space exploration, good points as well as bad points. Do you know what to do for this topic?
Yes, sir. So
Okay, wait. Say.
When will the debate will be? When will the debate be?
And today is Tuesday. Wednesday, of course. I have given you some time to prepare, right? Today you need to collect some points in your notebook. You don't need to take time. Tomorrow I will do debate, right? You have to argue each other. Yeah, say fancy.
How do you group two groups? In class, one.
In class, of course. In class.
Oh.
In class, you cannot know now. So I want you to prepare for both. That's why. Right?
Is that gonna be a big competition?
No, not that big. The main purpose is to make you speak. Okay. So prepare for this topic. Michael, do you know what to do? Please ask me now. Yes, you need to collect some ideas for pros and cons. The topic is here. Have you copied it? All right. I will go to listening 9. You will get some ideas too here. Listen. Wait, I will let someone read. Thank you, Zane. Read. Number 2.
Listen to this
discussion
about exploring space. Which of the following statements is correct?
Statements is correct. Okay. There are 3 sentences. Thank you, read.
All the students are in favor of space exploration.
Exploration.
Mm.
Go on. The majority.
The majority of students are in favor. A majority of the students.
A minority.
A minority of the students are in favor.
So here, in favor. Minority. What is the meaning of in favor?
I guess we were asked to help someone or something. We are asked to help someone or something like that.
Then how do you understand my in favor of?
Like, how to say, like, or think that is a good thing. I don't know.
In favor of, it means like agree, something like that, right? All the students agree, or the majority of the students, majority means most students, right? Majority, most students agree, or minorities, only a few students agree. You need to choose one of them. Which one are you going to choose? Through the listening, you have to decide, right? At the same time, I will discuss one. You have to choose only one answer from number 2, right? And at the same time, you need to continue number 3. You need to do it for number 3. I'm going to read number 3. Listen again.
Listen again and correct any incorrect information in these summaries of the student opinion.
Summaries of the students' opinions. Here, 1 to 5. Through the listening, you need to answer this. If the information is wrong, you have to correct, cross, and you have to write the right information, right? Sophie, read number 1. Asha.
Yes, Chair. Asha, you should keep on exploring space. One day people will live on the moon.
Number 2.
Oliver, we should send people to all the planets in our solar system to find out more about them.
3.
Christina, space tourism will be really popular in the future. Tommy, criminals will be sent to another planet or to a space station instead of prison. Nicholas, people will need to live on other planets because the earth will get too hot, so we won't be able to live here.
Yes. Okay. Now, for number 2, you have to choose only one of them through their answer. So please focus on number 3. Number 3, you have to correct any information. You have to correct the information. So the summaries of the students' opinions are wrong. Okay, for the first time, I won't pause. I will let you listen and you need to focus on sentences from number 3, right?
Track 9.
In our last lesson, we learned about the planets in our solar system. Today, we're going to talk about space exploration. What's your opinion on exploring space, Aisha?
I think we should keep on exploring space. We've already seen what Mars is like, and I'm sure one day people will live on Mars. Perhaps there's life there already.
What do you think, Oliver? I think we should send robots to all the planets in our solar system to find out more about them.
Why not send people instead of robots?
Well, because it's dangerous, so it's better to send robots.
Does anybody think that people will go into space on holiday? There's already space tourism, people going into space just for the fun of it.
Yes, I think space tourism will be really popular in the future. I'd love to go up into space in a rocket.
What other possibilities are there for space exploration? Tommy, what do you think?
I think one day criminals will be sent to another planet or to a space station rather than to a prison here.
What? That's a crazy idea.
Why? 200 years ago, criminals were sent to Australia in prison ships. What's the difference?
Well, that's an interesting idea, Tommy. Nicholas, what do you think is the most important reason for exploring space?
Well, I think that we will have to find other places to live in the solar system because there won't be enough room on Earth.
Second time.
Track 9.
Okay, I will check number 3, number
In
1.
our last lesson, we learned about the planets in our solar system. Today, we're going to talk about space exploration. What's your opinion on exploring space, Aisha?
I think we should keep on exploring space. We've already seen what Mars is like, and I'm sure one day people will live on Mars.
Number 1, Phan Cô Phiêu. Number 1, the information about Aisha, is it correct?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. What is wrong?
Moon.
Read that sentence. One day.
One day people will live on the Mars.
On Mars?
Mars.
Yes.
Yes.
Not on the moon, right?
Yes.
Not on the moon. So you need to cross the moon and write Mars. M-A-I-S, Mars. Do you know Mars? The name of the planet.
Yes.
So number 1 is wrong. The correct answer is Mars.
Perhaps there's life there already.
What do you think,
Oliver?
I think we should send robots to all the planets in our solar system to find out more about them.
Sophie, number 2, is it correct?
Incorrect.
What is wrong?
He said we should send robots.
Yeah, robots. R-O-B-O-T-S, robots, not people, right? So number 2 answer is also wrong.
Why not send people instead of robots?
Well, because it's dangerous, so it's better to send robots.
Does anybody think that people will go into space on holiday? There's already space tourism, people going into space just for the fun of it.
Yes, I think space tourism will be really popular in the future.
Correct.
Is it correct?
Correct.
Yes, it is correct.
I'd love to
Number 3 is correct.
go up into space in a rocket.
What other possibilities are there for space exploration? Tommy, what do you think?
I think one day criminals will be sent to another planet or to a space station rather than to a prison here.
What?
Number 4, Archangel, is it correct?
Yes, correct.
Number 4 is correct.
What? That's a crazy idea.
Why? 200 years ago, criminals were sent to Australia in prison ships. What's the difference?
Well, that's an interesting idea, Tommy. Nicholas, what do you think is the most important reason for exploring space?
Well, I think that we will have to find other places to live in the solar system because there won't be enough room on Earth.
Ben, number 5, is it okay?
Yeah.
To live on other solar system. Is it correct? Minady, do you have the same idea or different idea for number 5?
Different idea.
Tell me, what is the answer then?
The words won't be exactly the same, right? People will need to live on the other planets because there won't be enough room on Earth.
Other planets or other places in the solar system?
Other places.
Yeah, you need to change a little bit in number 5. Will need to live on other places in solar system because
there won't be enough room on Earth.
Yeah, there won't be enough room. Room means place, space, right? Enough room to live. Yeah, there won't be enough room. There won't be enough room. Okay, that is for number 5. Okay.
Can you tell that number 5 first sentence again, please?
I can't hear you clearly.
The first sentence.
Nicholas, people will need to live on. Yeah, it is quite okay. But you have to change. Live on other places.
Okay.
All right. I let you prepare for this pros and cons of space exploration, right? Already. And for the page. So I will go back to number 1. Number 1. So you have already listened to some students' opinions. Not some students. How many students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which one are you going to use? All the students or the majority of the students? Or the minority of the students? 1, 2, 3. What is out of 5? All or the majority or the minority?
All, I guess.
Yes, all, of course, right? All the students agree if we check it. So the answer is all. So I won't do this project. Instead, I have given you a task for space exploration. It is more useful. And I will go to next. Oh, before that, I want to do this. Language tip. Everybody go to this one to do the task in workbook. This one. Then read. Use well.
Use well to get information about the future of 3D world we think or guess will happen. Well, it's often shortened to well, I don't think we will ever live on another planet. Well, no, it's often shortened to won't there won't be enough room on it. The physics of the future or the world future is well plus b plus past participle. I'm sure very large space station will be built in the future.
All right. Yeah, you know it already, to give information about the future or to predict, right? What we think. The world short form is apostrophe LL. Negative is won't. Passive is will be plus past participle. Okay, that's all. So I will go to next. Fission. This one. Here, fishing. I'm reading this. Chinua Achebe was a Nigerian author. Nigerian author who wrote novels, short stories, poetry, and children's books. First, what I want you to do is read the summary of the story so far. Who is the main character in the story? What is his ambition? Okay, so and the story so far, please read. And after that, you are going to read this chapter 13 All right, you are supposed to read this question test. First of all, you need to know the background story. So here, I will let someone read. The rest, read silently. Sophie, read. Check.
Yes, Tim. Chike and the River is a story about an 11-year-old boy called Chike who lives with her mother and two sisters in a village of Year in Nigeria. His mother sends him to live with an uncle in Onitsha, a city on the river Niger. Chike is so excited on the river Niger. Chad is so excited because he's always wanted to see the river ever since he heard a story about it as a young child. But his mother tells him he must never go near the river. Chad lives with his uncle and his uncle's servant Michelle's, and he goes to school in
Onitsha.
Onitsha. He wants to cross the river on a ferry. He asks his uncle for the money for the ferry.
For the fare, a shilling.
For the fare, a shilling, but he won't give it to him. Chuck is determined to find a way to get the money for the crossing.
Chuck is determined. All right. You have already read the story so far. Now, number 2, read chapter 13 of the story and extract from chapter 14 on page 37. Why is chapter 13 called Child's Dream Comes True? Okay, after reading it, I will discuss this question. Why is chapter 13 called Child's Dream Comes True? At the same time, I will do number 3. Read the extract again, then answer the questions. Here there are 6 questions. You need to read and find out the answers. Okay, wait. And also number 4. Number 3 and number 4. So here, look at the reading test. All right. First of all, I will let you read the new words in the vocabulary list. Everybody look at this list. Time using read. I will go. I want to check the students. Read ferret. What is ferret?
Ferry is like 7 taken by ferry when.
Okay, wait, stop. အောင်ခန့်ကျော် rock. အောင်ခန့်ကျော် are you with me? Minity, rock.
Rock, lighten, a small piece of old cloth.
Cloth. Old cloth. Yong Kin Kin, actor.
Actor, completed, used to emphasize something.
Emphasize something. Yeah, complete. It means complete. Pankopyo, revived.
Revived, brought back to life.
Sophie, pulled up.
Pulled up, stop when talking about cars.
Pen, boldness.
Not being afraid of taking risks.
Hesitated, Sophie.
Hesitated, waited before doing something.
Pen, marched up to.
Walk towards in a determined way.
Determined way. Key, make I wash your car. It means, no key here. Posea jaw.
May I wish you a car? May I wish you a car?
May I wash your car? And ဖြိုးတီဟာတိန်
Okay, your card, Dorothy, Plenty, I feel wash, I'm fine, line 21, stars.
Sir?
Sir, your car is very dirty, I can wash it very well.
တန့်ဖြူစင် next choosy
Choosing line 24, choosing carefully, leaving out what is not so good.
shifting အောင်ခန့်ကျော် shifting what's wrong with အောင်ခန့်ကျော် Minity
Shifting, moving from one position to another.
and healing ယုံခင်ကင်ဦး
A kind used in the past.
Mango Park အောင်ပိုင်ကိုဖြိုး Scottish what's wrong with that Sophie Mango Park
Sorry. Mango Park, Scottish Explorer of Africa 1771 to 1806. He explored the river Niger.
Okay next ယုံခင်ကင်ဦး sorry finished so I will do this one chapter 13 child's dream comes true first of all first paragraph ပိုင်ကိုဖြိုး read child's chance
Child chance came suddenly. This happened when a public holiday. This anger had gone to how to pronounce?
Had gone to
Muofia for the holiday and was not spread back until the next day. Chike ate his lunch quickly and went down to the riverside without saying a word to Michael. Since he had no money, he did not think of crossing the river. All he wanted to do was to watch the
folks. Okay, Sophie, go on. Second paragraph.
When he got to the bank, he found many cars and lorries waiting to be buried. Then he saw 3 boys with buckets of water washing some of the cars. He also saw that when they had finished, the owners gave them some money. Why did I not think of this before? He asked himself. He raced back home and took a bucket of water and a piece of rag and ran all the way back to his at the lorry or disappointment. The boat had gone and there were no more cars around, only lorries. But soon other cars began to arrive and Chike's hopes revived. So far 3 had arrived, but they were all very small cars. Chike thought it would be better to go for a big one with a wealthy owner. Soon as enormously long car pulled up, Chike immediately approached it.
ဖုံးစရာကျော် Go on reading.
The owner,
Say.
The owner realized a very important person. Perhaps he was
the minister.
Minister. Then the child lost his bonus. He stood by the cow, wondering what to say. But when he Why he
Hesitated.
hesitated, one or the other voice
Marched up.
marched up to the man and said, "May I wash your car, sir?"
This time, Minity.
This time the man looked at him and nodded. The boy smiled and set to work.
Which one are you saying? At first, line number 20.
Okay. At first, the man ignored him, but he did not give up. He spoke again. "Oh, girl, your car dirty plenty. I fit wash them fine."
Go on reading. This time.
This time the man looked at him and nodded. The boy smiled and set to work. Chike bit his lips. He said to himself, "If this boy can do it, so can I."
Okay, this time, I'll can you go on. Chotia, then go on.
Then one small car arrived. Chai no longer choosy what was wasted no time at all. He went up to the owner and in quick English said,
Good
"May
English.
I wash your car, sir? Sir, it is very dirty and you are going to
Lagos.
The man smiled and said, "Go ahead." Chai filled his bucket with water from a nearby tap and set to work. When he had finished, he told the owner that the man was busy talking to his friend and paying little attention to Chai. He said thank you without looking at Chai and continued talking. Chai stood there, shifting from one foot to the another. Eventually, the man looked at him again and put his hand into his pocket. Chai had the pasta. He brought out a handful of coin and gave one to Chai. "Thank you, sir," said Chai. Then he looked at the coin and he saw it was one Shelly. In his drawing, he said again, "Thank you, sir." The man did not reply. He was talking to his friend again with a cigarette in his mouth.
Check on the book. Yeah, chapter 14. Chapter 14. During the journey,
Chike felt as proud as Mango Park when he finally reached the Nigat. Here at last was the great river Nigat. Chike stuck all his chest and thought he owned the river and drew a deep breath. The air smelled clean and fresh. He remembered another sound at Umulfia and began to whistle it and row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Okay, you have already read this test. Let's go to number 3. You need to read again. And here, number 1. Chai's chance came suddenly. Line number 1. His chance to do what? What is the chance? Write with your own words. Why thinking for number 3? And also, I want you to do 3 and 4 at the same time. 4 is more concerned with writing style. So 3 and 4, the questions are interesting. Do it. If you don't know, leave it. Don't take time. Please find the answers for 1 to 6 and 1 to 4. Everybody in number 4, all you need to do is number 1. The rest are not concerned with the story, so I will skip. I have no time to discuss. So number 1 only, how does the author make Chai a sympathetic character? Number 4, I will discuss only 1. So focus on number 3, 1 to 6. All right, everybody, I will check your answer tomorrow right? So I would like to summarize my lesson today. What did I give you for homework? The first homework is you need to prepare for debate, right? Debate. Pros and cons of space exploration, right? You need to read ahead and think ahead. And workbook. This is from workbook. Please do workbook, homework. Workbook is a sort of revision. I make you learn. So number 20, page 24, number 1. Look at the book in your notebook. Workbook you can take. Page 24, only number 1. Page 25, number 3 and 4. Page 26, only number 1. For the answers in number 3, sometimes you need to summarize, right? Because the answer is quite long. So you need to summarize the sentences. Can you do 1 to 6?
Yeah, finished. Already.
Oh, you are finished. Good. How about the others?
How would you write number 4?
You mean this number 3, number 4?
Yeah.
In a reading test, the answer is quite long, right? So you need to summarize, or you can start where you have to start taking the answer from the passage. Right? Take only the important points. That way. And number 5 is also similar to number 4. Any question for today? Listen.
Yeah. Do we have to do number 4, 3, 2, 3, 4?
For number 4, I will discuss number 1. How does the author make child a sympathetic character? You need to take some words. Take why you think that the author makes child a sympathetic character. How? The question says how. Right? Think ahead. Trying to understand the whole story so that you can give the proper answer for that. Number 1. Right? As long as you can give reason, your answer will be accepted. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah.